The story begins with a boy named Alex, who used to enjoy going to school with his two friends. However, it soon becomes clear that Alex and his friends need to get rich quickly. They require a lot of money to fulfill their desires. The only way they see to make quick money is by robbing others' houses. Along with Alex, his friend Ben and his female friend Rocky join him. They decide to break into a very big house to steal. This isn't just any ordinary house, it's actually the headquarters of a company where many valuable items are kept. Alex finds a key to a room there because his father works in the security department of that company. With the help of his friends, Alex quickly takes the key and opens the door. After that, the three of them rush inside and start gathering the necessary items that are there. They are all huge fans of Hollywood thieves and use their techniques to commit their robberies. They know that leaving any evidence after stealing is very risky, so they remove all fingerprints after the theft. However, when they go to sell the small stolen items, they don't receive much money in return because the buyer already knows that it's stolen property. As a result, he takes advantage of Alex and his friends' desperation and pays them less money. Alex, Ben, and Rocky become very tense because they now have very little money left. They need to act quickly, otherwise, they will remain poor. While discussing this in the canteen, Ben suggests a fun idea to his friends. He has seen a house in the middle of the city where only an old man lives, and he is completely blind. Ben has even researched and discovered that this old man keeps a lot of money in his house. If they can somehow get in, stealing would be very easy. However, Alex begins to think about how long they can keep doing these robberies. They need to find another job that carries no risk at all. In a way, Alex wants to give up all this stealing and suggests to his friends that they should not follow Ben's plan. When Alex was at home, he received a message from Rocky. In the message, she said that her sister was very ill and she didn't have any money for her treatment, so she needed to do something. In a way, Rocky was telling Alex to go to the house that Ben had mentioned and steal a lot of money to use for her sister. Alex thought about it many times and finally got ready to continue with the plan. The three of them directly headed to the house, fully planning their robbery. We are shown the old man who lives in that house and is blind. In fact, he is a former military officer who lost his eyesight during the war and has been living alone in that house ever since. Alex, Ben, and Rocky are in their car, and they feel that there won't be much security in that house. They just need to get inside, and the old man won't be able to see them, making everything quite simple. However, as the three of them drive their car closer, they encounter an aggressive dog that tries to bite them. So, their first task becomes dealing with this dog. Alex starts making a key for the door because he is skilled at it. Now, at night, they set out to enter the house with their entire plan. First, Ben gives the ferocious dog a sedative, causing it to fall asleep. Now, the three of them are at the door, and Alex tries to open it with the key he has made. But then Alex realizes that there are multiple locks on the door. He has only made one key, but it can only be opened with multiple locks, meaning their plan to enter through the door is completely wasted. Just then, Rocky notices a window and says that they can enter through that way because there's no security lock there. The other two also find Rocky's plan good, so they break the window and go inside. Once inside, they cautiously step forward while keeping an eye out for where the money might be so they can leave with it. Rocky had already prepared a sedative gas to put the old man to sleep. She goes directly into the small room where the old man was sleeping. As soon as Ben went to release the sedative gas, the old man suddenly wakes up. He looks in Ben's direction, but it's just a coincidence. In fact, the old man had gotten up to turn off the TV and doesn't actually know who is there. Ben gets scared for a moment, but he puts the sedative gas down and leaves the room, closing the door behind him. The three of them continue searching for money and come across a locked room. Ben thinks that all the money is hidden in that room, so he tries to break the lock on the door. However, the lock is very strong and cannot be broken with normal tools. After becoming increasingly frustrated, Ben pulls out a gun from his pocket. Alex is shocked by this and asks Ben why he brought a gun when they came to rob. If there is even a slight check, it will be discovered that they are there to steal. Rocky starts to feel scared by all this and tells Ben that they should leave. But since Rocky is now with Ben, Alex angrily leaves the room by himself. Now, Ben, without hesitation, fires the gun at the lock, which causes the locked door to open. But Ben and Rocky have no idea that the old man came out upon hearing the noise. Ben is shocked because he had released the sedative gas in his room, yet the old man didn't fall unconscious. The old man starts asking who is there and pleads with them to tell him why they are there. Initially, Ben doesn't say anything, hoping the old man will leave, but he just stands there, continuing to look at Ben. Ben makes up an excuse, saying that he came there by mistake and is leaving, promising never to return. However, the old man still insists on knowing why they are there. Hearing this, Ben becomes very angry and points the gun at the old man. Rocky is also upset, wondering what Ben is doing. But Ben, out of self-protection, fires a bullet, trying to scare the old man. The bullet does not hit the old man, and he doesn't get scared at all. Suddenly, in one swift move, the old man snatches the gun from Ben's hand and grips his throat tightly. Rocky, terrified, steps aside because she couldn't fight in that way. The old man may have appeared blind, but he was much stronger than Ben. He tightly holds Ben and asks who his companions are. Ben simply replies that he came there alone and that no one else is with him. Everything seemed normal until suddenly the old man takes the gun and shoots Ben directly, killing him. Rocky watches this moment with horror and can't do anything because if the old man finds out that she is there too, he could kill her as well. So, she quietly moves to a corner. Ben has met a terrible fate, and now we see Alex, who hears the sound of the gunshot. Hearing that sound, he starts to come inside the house to find his friends. As Alex enters the house, he sees the same old man right in front of him, holding the gun. But Alex cleverly sidesteps so that the old man doesn't see him and moves forward. Alex realizes that the old man has probably figured out that they have entered his house, which is why he is searching for them with the gun. Alex quickly finds a safe place to hide and then messages his friend Rocky. Rocky is also hiding in a closet, trying to save herself because if she makes even a little noise, the old man will find her and kill her. Rocky then informs Alex that the old man shot their friend Ben and that his dead body is lying there. Shortly after, the old man enters the closet where Rocky is hiding. He is opening a strange compartment that contains a locker, and perhaps he has hidden all his money in that locker. The old man enters the password for the locker and opens it to check if his money is there. All this is being watched by Rocky, who is hidden inside the closet. And she had messaged Alex, letting him know that she knew where the money was, so he should come to the closet as soon as possible. Alex quietly makes his way to Rocky without making any noise. Rocky enters the password for the locker and takes out all the money inside. There was a total of $100,000, which was enough for them to live a good lifestyle. It seemed that this old man had hidden his entire life savings in that place. After stealing all the money, Rocky and Alex decide to leave and try to get as far away from the house as possible. They plan to exit through the hallway and out the door, but right in front of them is the old man, who is trying to dispose of their friend Ben's dead body. Rocky and Alex stop in their tracks because even the slightest movement could mean death. The old man may not have been able to see, but his hearing and sense of touch were very sharp. Suddenly, Alex makes a slight noise with his foot, causing the old man to point his gun in that direction. But Alex quickly whispers to Rocky not to breathe and to stay still, which makes the old man believe that no one is there. He becomes busy trying to dispose of Ben's dead body. Taking advantage of this moment, they both quickly move into the basement area. However, when the old man enters the kitchen, he notices his shoes had been moved from one place to another, which makes him suspicious about who might have been there. This is why he immediately heads to the closet area, opens his locker, and checks for the money inside. Unfortunately, the money in the locker is missing, causing the old man to become very angry. He now realizes that the girl he had killed was still inside the house with the people who had stolen the money. The old man quickly grabs his gun and runs toward them. When Alex and Rocky reach the basement, they are shocked to see something. A girl is trapped behind a wall in the basement. It must have been that old man who was torturing this girl. She had a cloth over her mouth, preventing her from speaking. When they both approached the unknown girl to help her, she handed them a piece of newspaper that explained everything about why this old man was keeping her locked up and torturing her. The truth was that a few years ago, the old man's only daughter had been killed in a hit-and-run accident. This girl, who was now in the basement, was the one driving the car. Therefore, the old man had captured her to take revenge for his deceased daughter. Alex and Rocky started helping the girl, but she signaled that the old man was coming down. They both became very scared and tried to hide in a safe place. But just then, the door opened, and the old man came in with his gun. He started firing at the places where he heard noises. One bullet grazed Alex's ear, causing him intense pain, while the second bullet missed and struck the girl in the head. Poor girl fell dead right there. When the old man reached the girl, he realized that he had shot the wrong person. He began to shout at her because he hadn't wanted to kill her in that way. Perhaps his plan was to torture her even more. But now, it was too late, the girl was dead. Taking advantage of this moment, Alex and Rocky quickly decided to escape. Hearing the noise, the old man grabbed his gun and started firing at them. However, they managed to exit the basement and moved into another room. They thought that if they made no movement at all, the old man wouldn't be able to see them. But the old man turned out to be quite clever. He immediately cut off the main electricity line of the house, plunging everything into darkness. The darkness didn't affect the old man, but Alex and Rocky couldn't see anything, which became their biggest disadvantage. Now, the old man was searching for them with a gun in hand inside the dark house. Because they had the old man's money, and because of them, an innocent girl had lost her life, both of them were trying not to make any noise so that the old man wouldn't find their location and kill them. However, things were not as easy as they seemed. The old man knew every corner of his house, and he started searching for them. At one point, Rocky moved forward to touch the old man, thinking it was her friend Alex. But before she could do that, Alex called out to his friend from the other side, which caused the old man to start firing in that direction. Rocky narrowly escaped and ducked into a corner. They were hiding, but now it was Alex's turn. The old man had heard his breathing and grabbed his throat, pointing the gun at his head. Just as the old man was about to pull the trigger, Alex dropped a drawer on the old man, injuring him badly. This gave Alex the opportunity to escape, and he took Rocky with him, moving to another room. There was a way out that required them to climb up, meaning they would go straight to the roof. But suddenly, they spotted the dangerous dog, which was very fierce and was staring at them. The dog immediately lunged at them. Rocky managed to escape into the upper cabinet, but Alex got caught, and the dog knocked him down through the window. The floor below was made of mirror, so Alex fell right onto it, shattering the glass. The shocking thing was that the old man was right beneath him, and as the mirror broke and Alex fell, the old man started attacking him mercilessly. He showed no mercy because these were the people who had stolen his money. If the old man had no money left, he wouldn't be able to survive. For this reason, he brutally beat Alex and used a sharp pair of scissors lying nearby to tear apart his body, killing Alex on the spot. A little while later, we see Rocky still hiding in the upper cabinet, but the dog was still chasing her, trying to bite her. Rocky continued to fall downward, eventually landing in a strange place. The sound of her fall gave the old man a clue that she was nearby, and unfortunately for Rocky, he found her. At first, the old man caught Rocky and beat her severely, confirming that she had his money. He beat her so badly that Rocky lost consciousness. After a while, when Rocky came to, she noticed that she was in the same room where the other girl had been imprisoned. The old man was sitting outside, talking to Rocky. He said that the first girl had killed his daughter, so he had a physical relationship with her to make her pregnant, intending to have his daughter back. But because of her and Alex, he had to kill that girl. Now, the old man said he would do the same procedure with Rocky, meaning he would have a physical relationship with her to have his daughter, so he wouldn't feel lonely and could be reunited with her. However, we then find out that Alex was not dead after all. When the old man attacked Alex with the scissors, Alex had placed Ben's dead body in his place, leading the old man to believe he had actually killed Alex. So now, Alex made his way back to the basement and knocked the old man unconscious. He locked him inside the room and handcuffed him. Alex quickly rescued Rocky and started to head for the exit. Because the door had multiple locks, he was taking his time, busy unlocking it. By that time, the old man had freed himself. He quickly rushed to them and started firing multiple shots at Alex. However, Alex had managed to open the door, but he was shot and fell dead. The good news was that Rocky had already managed to slip out the door. Without thinking, she ran away so fast that no one could chase her. She had the money, which amounted to thousands of dollars, allowing her to fulfill all her needs. But the old man had sent his dog after Rocky, who was constantly chasing her. However, Rocky cleverly locked the dog inside a car, but she forgot that the old man was right behind her. That day, the old man caught Rocky and beat her so much that she lost consciousness, dragging her back into his house. Rocky was trapped again and was confused about what to do. Then, after thinking for a while, an idea came to her mind. She had seen multiple alarm systems inside the house that were turned off. She thought that if she could turn the alarm system on, the noise would be so loud that the old man wouldn't be able to hear anything. Rocky did just that. She grabbed the remote control and turned on all the alarm systems. The old man was disturbed by the noise, and Rocky seized the opportunity to fight back and beat him severely. Somehow, all that violence came out of her, and as they say, when life is at stake, even an ordinary person can turn into a devil. Rocky fought the old man so fiercely that he could barely stand. Finally, she picked up all the money and fled from there. Shortly after Rocky left, police officers arrived and began their investigation. The next day, we see Rocky in a restaurant planning to leave with her little sister. Meanwhile, news reports were showing that there had been a robbery at the house where the old man lived, and the robbers had injured him. This made Rocky a bit scared, wondering if the old man would tell everything about her. The old man claimed that 2 people had robbed his house, but he didn't say they stole anything. He said he had to attack them to save himself. The old man intentionally did not mention Rocky because if he had, the police would have caught her, and she would have exposed what the man did and how he tortured people. This way, the old man played it safe, keeping himself out of trouble. Rocky's life became completely free. and she began to live a happy life with her sister, and our story ends here.